Now, from the technical keyboard, we want to move on to the Grammarly keyboard, and yours faithfully is going to be showing a quick overview of that Grammarly keyboard. I am using
Scanning phase 10:48
the
a.m.
vocalizer TTS today for a change. I'm not using Eloquence today, so I'm going to bring up my word processing.
Notes. Testing.
Okay, so I got something called testing here, and I'm going to double tap to bring up the keyboard.
Showing Grammarly.
Now, in Grammarly keyboard, this is how you get to the settings. I'm not going to go through all the settings. All keyboards are the same. You go to System Language Input, and then you go to Virtual Keyboards, and you can enable the ones that you want, as my friends have already described it. So I'm just going to show you what the keyboard does and cannot do. At the top left corner of the keyboard, we have something called white,
Back button. Grammarly logo white BG, Grammarly.
If you tap here, it opens up two things. At the bottom left,
Close cards view.
we have the close cards view, and then to the right is the settings, and that's
Switch input method.
Settings
button, Grammarly.
We tap here on
Keyboard
settings,
hidden,
and
Grammarly. The Grammarly keyboard is up and running.
here's what we have in settings.
Keyboard customization.
We have keyboard customization. Just gonna go through
Keyboard
here quick.
customization. Navigate up button.
And we have
Keyboard customization. Language heading. 1 of
language,
Keyboard languages. English 2 of 18. Appearance heading 4 of 18.
appearance. Here you can
Appearance.
choose whether light or dark. They only have two.
Themes light, dark 5 of 18. Image theme light button. Image theme dark. Keyboard hide normal 11. Button next to space bar emoji 13 of 18.
By default, you have the emoji keyboard on the left side of the keyboard. If you tap in here, you can go choose. There's a voice input if you want that to be the default on the left side of the keyboard of the space bar.
Key press heading 15 of 18.
And under key presses,
Vibrate on key press switch off 60. Sound on key press switch off. Pop up on key press switch on 18 of 8.
okay, so I'm going to go back. That was under customization.
Grammarly settings.
And then the Grammarly settings. Here's what we have.
Grammarly settings. Grammarly settings. Tone detection. Tap the keyboard's G icon to see tones. Tone detection requires 150 plus characters to work. Switch on in list.
So what that means is that it kind of tells you, it's kind of a very interesting keyboard. So if I'm typing something, it will detect my tone. For instance, if I'm doing a voice input, and therefore it kind of, I don't know how to explain this, but I tried it. It didn't quite work for me. I'm not sure. But the whole idea is that it detects your tone, whether you're angry or you're romantic or whatever. Dame Panier in France, that beautiful French wine, Placer. And so, anyway,
know.
So we have that tone detection in there. It's a very interesting keyboard. Let's move on.
Auto correction. Tapping space bar or a punctuation mark automatically corrects mistyped words. Switch on.
Okay.
Auto capitalization. Capitalize the first word of each sentence. Switch on. Swipe to type. Switch on.
Now, swipe to type. Most of these things are not very, they don't behave well with us when we're using accessibility. So I'm not even going to worry about it. But by default, it's turned on.
Predictive text. Switch on. Suggest images. Switch on. Synonyms. Switch on. Show synonyms after delay. Switch on. Double space period. Double tapping space bar insert a period followed by a space. Switch on.
Okay.
Suggest contact names. Use names from contacts for suggestions. Switch off. Language preference. American English.
Okay. And then we have,
Manage personal dictionary.
that's the last item is, and if you want to do that, you'll have to sign in
Grammarly settings.
in
Outer
order
list.
to be able to manage your dictionary settings. It could tell it skip these words. When you see this word, this is how I want them to be. So you could sign in and create an account or sign in with Google.
Account.
And then here is account. You tap on this. It's going to ask you to log in.
Feedback.
And then, of course, then there's the feedback. Now, that's it about
Notes.
Grammarly. The part that I don't like about
Testing.
Grammarly keyboard is the fact that it doesn't, we were talking about the delete key. Now, try as I may, I cannot make it, delete things by long pressing the delete key. So I'm going to show you a quick example here.
Capital X, capital Z, comma G, comma.
I'm going to hold a comma, and
Voice
it pops
input,
up.
showing alternative characters are dismissed. Capital Z.
So because I didn't have
L, delete.
the voice
Z,
input
deleted.
to the left of that, in order to bring up the voice input, you have to hold down the comma. And if I hold down
Image, comma.
the comma here and slide up.
Voice keyboard input, showing items 2 to 3 of 5.
Hello and welcome to the party period. New paragraph. This is the Grammarly keyboard demonstration period.
Tap to pause.
And then
Google.
there's the pause here.
Business pause here.
And I paused it. And so here you have like the settings.
Back button, notes, settings.
Button,
and
that's
Google.
just for Google Voice settings because it's using the Google Voice input. It's being powered by Google. So this is not coming from Grammarly keyboard. So, and then I could find the keyboard
Hello
input.
And welcome to the party. This is the Grammarly keyboard demonstration. Business pause here. Beginning of field. English.
Okay, so here's what I was talking about. If I hold down,
capital L, Lima, delete. Delete.
If I hold down the delete, nothing happens. It's not gonna delete. It's not going to take me to. It's not going to clear that. However, if I unload TalkBack, then it will be able to clear it. And that's the only thing I don't like about Grammarly keyboard. You have to, delete things one by one. You don't have the long press and just sit there and erase everything, or else you have to just kind of like tap on where the thing is, select all, and then just hit the delete key. But it's a little bit responsive.
Comma grammar, capital T, capital U, capital O, capital P, capital S.
So as you can see, it's not bad at all. So it's just a lift to type. That would be another accessible keyboard that we have in our arsenal, and that would be the Grammarly keyboard.